oh my God, I'm having a stroke. I broke someone's heart. Someone broke my heart. How can I fix it? What am I gonna do? And my life's falling apart. And oh my God, am I dying? Am I dying? Am I dying? Am I dying? What's up, guys? It's been some time that I really got to sit down and just hang out with you guys. So basically I've been kind of like MIA on the whole YouTube and even Instagram. I've been trying to like throw things out there so that I keep you guys within my following and keeping you guys updated with basically everything that's been like happening in my life with like I got a job, and I think I told you that I recently no longer work. But I do not want to go back in time about things I already discussed. I want to kind of focus on one thing, and that is going to be mental health. I rarely bring up mental health because it was such a huge part of my life, my past life. So for me to bring up something, it's hard because I'm always nervous that it's going to trigger something, and then I will kind of fall back into those habits. And I have noticed, and I've mentioned this before throughout the past year, that I've noticed things, and I've been getting really scared that I'm going to fall into those habits, and but thankfully I haven't. But recently, things have been changing, and it's not necessarily things in my life that's been changing, which is making me have more mental health issues, but I just think that the mental health issues are kind of arising for whatever reason. And so let's just go with, I've seen many doctors, you guys all know that, and a few doctors at one point asked if I was having panic attacks, and I explained to them saying I don't think so. I told them honestly that I believe that I go into a panic attack when I'm having one of my episodes with like dysautonomia or whatever else I have. And when I go through those, and I put myself into some sort of a panic attack or a panic, but I didn't feel like I was having panic attacks. But I've been having some series of episodes that I don't know what they are. And doctors have brought up maybe they're panic attacks, and I kind of just brushed them off my shoulder like, I don't really think so. And they never really went into detail about it. They just kind of brought it up. I said, I don't think so. And then we just went on our way with whatever we were chatting about originally. But I think it's because I just didn't want another diagnosis, another thing to figure out, another thing on my list. But I feel that I want to talk to you guys about the situation. So my symptoms. Let me say this. I think 100% I'm having panic attacks. And a lot of people typically have them for a reason. Like people are allergic. Not allergic. People are scared of certain things. So when they're like a car, so when they get there, know they have to get in a car, they go into a panic attack. Or I know people are like have phobias of being sick or throwing up, and so they feel like they're getting sick, like a cold, and then they put themselves into a panic attack. I don't think I have, actually most parts I don't have any actual reason why I go into these episodes, but they are intense. And so these are kind of like how I feel. And so my first biggest thing is I feel like I'm having one of my typical episodes, whether it be dysautonomia or mast cell or whatever it may be. So I'm here at home, wherever I am, checking my my watch for my heart rate, or I put the wrist machine on to see about my blood pressure or heart rate, while using the cuff one because the cuff one has got better results. And my heart rate, blood pressure are all normal. They're not even shifting. And I just can't figure out why like I'm feeling the way I feel. And I'm thinking maybe there's more to it. Maybe it's not any of these conditions. I start feeling like I'm dying. My body gets flushed with heat. I mean, like someone has, lit a fire in my body. But then I get really cold, frigid cold, but my underarmpits are still sweating. I'm sweating down my chest. My back is sweating. So it's like the inner core is really hot, but my outside is just frigid cold. And I like have this like fight or flight scenario. I don't feel like that's as big as I know some people have. I think that's definitely more on a minor end of things, but I definitely have this, fight or flight situation while I'm having this panic attack. And then I feel like I want to cry, and the fear that I'm feeling while I'm crying is the feeling that I receive when I get a breakup. I don't feel anything else. My heart has this feeling that I've been crushed, that someone broke my heart. I feel like my heart just shattered. And that's what my heart was feeling, or is feeling, every time I have this attack, whatever it may be. So I'm crying, and then it puts me into another panic attack where it's like, did I do something wrong? Did I like forget? Did I black out, and did I lose like one of my best friends and I don't remember? Or I remember a breakup that broke my heart, and I have to remember the whole thing all over again, which puts me more into a panic, and I can't stop myself from feeling this way. Which then also has me feeling actual sick. So then I have to run to the bathroom every 10 minutes, and most people get sick, nausea. I get sick, diarrhea. And that's how I've always been. So if I am like nervous about something, like jumping out of a plane, or someone's probably like someone I know is dying, and I'm just not doing well, that's what I do when I go to the bathroom. And so that's one of my main issues, and I can't stop that, and I try to control everything, but nothing is able to be controlled. I feel that like my body gets really numb, and it feels like kind of if I had a stroke or was having a stroke, but not as extreme. But when I'm going through this episode, it's like, oh my God, I'm having a stroke. I broke someone's heart. Someone broke my heart. How can I fix it? What am I going to do? And my life's falling apart. And oh my God, am I dying? I can't control myself. Which I swear, everything I do puts me into a longer and heavier and more dramatized panic. And that's how I feel. And I've had this for so long. I mean, I guess it's been like 5 years I've been feeling this way, and I just don't bring it up. And when doctors ask about it, I just say, no, I only feel panic when I'm having an episode from one of my conditions. But it's because when I'm having this panic and I'm not having an actual episode, I am actually using this as an excuse that maybe this feeling is one of my conditions and it's not a panic. But the further I get into my life with all my conditions, I'm learning to know what is what condition, and oh my gosh, I don't have my monitor, but I definitely know my heart is high or it's low, or my blood pressure is high or it's low. I can tell which one is what typically, for the most part. So I've learned. So now it's like I get to step back and go, wait, this doesn't make any sense. Like all my numbers are stable. What else is going on? And I never have this inner panic of I'm dying, something's happening to me, someone broke my heart, I lost the love of my life, did I hurt somebody, did I kill somebody, did I get drunk and black out and do something stupid but I don't remember. I don't get that when I'm having one of my illnesses, when I'm like going through an episode from one of my conditions. So it's got to be something different. And so I've been having them more for the past several months. And I had one last night. I went to the movie theater with my dad. I was doing something. I actually vlogged this yesterday, so if you want to look at the video I posted yesterday, look at that. It'll go into detail, so I won't go into detail here. But I had an episode. I got home. I was panicky. Everything was happening, and I felt it. My dad has asked me later on this morning, today, like, what is going on? You've been doing this a lot. What's happening? I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, is it one of your conditions? I'm like, I think it's a new one or something. And he goes, oh no. So I called my doctors. I'm waiting for my insurance to go through. By the way, I do have insurance now. I'm just waiting for the card finally. And I can see my doctors, go back on my meds, everything like that. But we are kind of freaking out. But because of that, my dad said that the next time I have one, he's going to record it for two reasons. One is his idea, so that we can show my doctors, so that they can see it and go, wow, okay, now it's easier than you just telling us what you went through, but we can actually see it as well. But I would like it so that I can show you guys and kind of spread awareness to whatever the heck this is, whether it's a panic attack or an anxiety attack or none. But because of this, I have been kind of taking a step back from social media in all ways, because I'm kind of freaking out, which then I don't want to do because it will put me into more panic. And I have so much to do. I have so much on my plate, and maybe that's what's putting me into a panic attack, is the fact that I've got so much going on and I'm just not used to it, and you know, it just kind of happens that way. But I've had so many mental health issues, and I normally don't like to talk about it because, like I said, I don't want to trigger anything. Because out of everything I've ever went through in my life, with all my medical issues, mental health took over my life. I have ruined so many friendships and love relationships. I had, and you know, in my history with mental health goes much further than even teen. I've now started to remember things in the past couple months because my dad has found photos, things like letters I wrote when I was a child, like in elementary, and do you remember this teacher, and a signature from this teacher, report cards. I mean, it hits me, and I remember, like, oh my God, I used to cling to teachers. I had a therapist mainly starting in high school through later on to my adult life, but I had therapists that I actually wasn't supposed to see, but I went to, and my parents didn't even know about it because they didn't feel like they needed, because I was more clinging to them because I needed something, because I wasn't mentally correct, meaning that my life was, in my mind, was always falling apart, and I didn't feel like everybody else. And so I had a lot of mental health issues when I was a child, all the way until this very day, and I've only grown to live with it, and that no one else can really see it, and I've learned to change my life and build around it so that I can live. But things are kind of falling apart again, and I'm not having the suicidal thoughts, and I'm not cutting and having the destructive part of my life, but now it's more, I guess, internal. It's more of the panic, which I didn't have years ago. It was more, like I said, it was more destructive, and I don't know what to do with this new thing because I don't really know exactly what it is, and until I do, I can only tell you guys what I've been going through and how I've been feeling, and been keeping it to myself because I thought I'd wait till I figure out what the doctors think, but because I don't know how long that's going to take because of the insurance and stuff, I just felt that I just needed to tell you guys what's been happening and how I've been feeling, and that because it's become such a huge issue in my life, I think I'm going to be focusing a lot on that, being that my other medical conditions have been kind of like stable. And of course, I'll still bring that up, talk to you guys about everything, but mental health now is becoming an issue, and I need to talk about something that is currently present. And so a lot is going on, and I'm going to try to keep you guys updated with everything. And if you guys have any thoughts or concerns, you can comment below. Again, if you know me, don't know me, if there's anything negative, I will delete and then block, because I just don't care for negativity, especially when you have mental health stuff going on. So thank you guys for man, listening. And I will see you guys later. I'm hoping really soon. And thank you guys. Bye.